Alright, it's July 24th, and this is hive number 2, weekly check. Hive number 2, weekly check. Checking on small hive beetle numbers, checking for sign of the queen, checking for food. Hey girls, just let me know I'm coming in. See if you can see well enough from that angle. Just giving a little bit of smoke. Hey girls. Hive number 2. Hey ladies. Pretty good population on the top, and during the winter I don't use the inner cover. It's just too hot, so I just put the lid directly on it. Now quite a bit of hive beetles in there, nothing that I can't handle, I think. Safe spot while I'm checking the super. Hey girls. Alright, so let's see how many frames are in use. They're building out this outside frame. Building it on the inside. It looks really good. And believe it or not, oh no, okay, yep, just wax. Alright, so I'm going to put it down here to be a safe place while I look at the rest of the super. Just looking at the number of frames in use. This frame is in use for honey, capping honey. Alright, very good. 1 frame in use. Girls. Okay, next frame is in use, but it is brood, so I'm not going to bring it over close just in case. It has larvae and capped brood. And on this side has a little bit of larvae and capped brood, but it's also being filled with honey. So just carefully, in case I have queen up top, I'm just being careful. Didn't check my. So that's 2 in use, and this will be the 3rd one in use. Again, I have honey and capped brood. So being very careful with these frames. Again, honey and capped brood. So she's happy with this super. This is an 8-frame hive, so that was 3 frames in use. This is 4 frames in use. Again, honey and capped brood, uncapping when they're in the middle of capping, not sure which. And on this side, they're building it out and already storing honey in it. Okay, so going very carefully. That's 4 frames in use. I can already tell from here that the next one is also in use with honey and honey. Okay, so that's 5 frames in use, and I don't think I'm going to pick up the next two because they are actually just building out the wax. So I'm not going to pick those up. So I'm just going to go ahead and, so that's in the super. In hive number 2, there are 5 frames in use. 5 of 8. Okay. Go ahead and put this frame in. Center everybody up. Put the trap back in. I didn't see any hive beetles in the super as far as aggravating bees or anything like that, so that's good. I'm going to remove this super for the moment and see what we have. So I think I'm just going to move this here and put it right here. Switch it to the other side so I can move the super over here to the right. Scoop this over. Frame on top of it to give it some privacy. Alright, now I'm down into the brood box and I do see too many hive beetles. They were hiding underneath the trap. I'm assuming the bees are running them to the traps. Alright, I'm going to lay this here. Hey girls, let's get rid of those hive beetles. There's some in this one as well. I'll lay it here. I'll put it back. Alright, so let's see what's going on in this clean this off. See what's going on in this outer frame. Hey ladies. And this outer one looks like they're building out comb. I'm going to tuck it here to be in a safe spot. Okay. Just smoke them a little bit. They're way up at the top of the frames here, and I want to squish as little as possible. Alright girls, let me just take a peek here. I'm looking later in the day than I normally do. Alright, so we do have brood on this frame and honey. Brood and honey. A little bit of brood here. And also a little bit of honey. So, one frame in use in the brood box. Alright. Hey ladies, take a peek here. 2 frames in use in the brood box, and it has brood, it has open, it has larva, and it has honey. And the same on this side. So brood, larva, honey. It's 2 in use in the brood box. Hi, baby. 3 in use in the brood box with brood, larva on this side as well. Looks like I need another Swiffer down in there. Okay, that's 3 in use. This one has honey, a little bit of brood and larva, honey, brood, larva in use. Hey babe, as you go in the door of the greenhouse, there's a box of little Swiffer sheets. Can you bring me that box, please? Thank you. And I can tell this one's in use as well. Now this side they do not like. It's a little wonky. They haven't corrected it. I thought they might. This side they're using, and that looks like a loaded super seeder cell. It's in the middle. So could be superseding. Thank you. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, thanks. Perfect.
I tried to make a card, but
It's
I got
alright.
all that stuff. They're gonna come to me.
Yeah. I'm using these Swiffer sheets cut into quarters for a couple years for a small hive beetle. They pretty much, I put them in the very bottom of the hive. Just tuck them all the way down on the bottom and lay them out flat. And they essentially run the beetles into that. The beetles get stuck in it, and then I can get rid of the Swiffer sheet. If I can get it, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, I gave them a new, it's a clean Swiffer sheet, has nothing on it, unscented, cut into quarters, or so a lot smaller than just a whole Swiffer sheet. They don't need all that, it's too much. But down in here is one that's already been used. I'll see if I can grab it. It's about, I got it stuck down to the bottom of the frame. Or it's melted, I can't tell which. Get this out. Scoot this over. see if I can get this baby out of here. You can see all the live and dead beetles on there. They kind of herd them to it, and then the beetles get stuck in it and can't get out. Alright, so I'm putting a new one in so they can continue the battle. Alright, look out, babies. Alright, put this back in here. Close them up, give them their super back. I think a lot of people might try to keep them from swarming, or superseding, but at this point in the year, it's end of July. I do have a swarm trap out. If they go into it, that's fine. But I'm not going to fight with them either. So they know what's going on in their hive better than I do. If they've got a sick queen or a queen that's not doing what she's supposed to be doing, then, they're going to handle that. So that is 5 out of 8 of the 5 out of 8 of the frames in use, and a lot more hive beetles down here than up top, which is interesting. Hive beetle hiding in there. Let them handle it. Alright. Okay, girls. Use back in here to try to get those hive beetles run into. This one back in here, let me smoke them, get them out of the way. Okay, and again. Just gonna smoke them down, and I'm gonna put the super back on. That's one to stick to this thing. Put them on. Alright, ladies, scooch out of the way. Down again, and I put the lid on and let them looks okay. They do have a super cedar cell in on one of the frames.